Are you looking for a single to double stroller or a good twin stroller and overwhelmed by all the options? Well, in this video, I'm excited to walk through the Cybex Gazelle S and the Cybex e-Gazelle, perhaps one of my most recommended single to double strollers, and I'm so excited to go through all of the features today to help you decide if this is the right option for your family. If you're new here, I'm Emily. I'm the stroller mom. I'm a mom of 3 kids, ages 4 and under, and I use all of the strollers I review with my kids to give you honest reviews. I've helped thousands of parents just like you, so if you're not already, be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and shop through the links below. It does help me be able to do more unsponsored reviews just like this. The Cybex Gazelle has over 20 different configurations, and in this video, I'm going to also talk about the new e-Gazelle. Even though the stroller's been out for a little while, I get questions all the time about it, and I also find myself recommending it a lot, so let me show you why and the few things I would change if I could. So let's start with price and all that you get when you buy this stroller, because you get a lot more than you see on the top competitors in the single to double markets. For $799.95, you get a shopping basket like you see here, which not many other strollers have. I think the only ones are like Kiko, Corso Flex, and the Donkey, so that's super unique. You also get a parent cup holder, which surprisingly, a lot of the high-end strollers do not include a cup holder. You get a rain cover, the seat with all the adapters built in, and you can do over 20 different configurations with the stroller, which we'll get to in just a little bit. You also get the car seat adapters, and these car seat adapters work on Nuna, Maxi Cozy, and Cybex car seats. You also can purchase car seats for other brands too, which we'll get to in just a moment, which make it a really cool option. Cybex also sells a lot of really cool accessories. So you can get a rider board, you can obviously buy the second seat, which the adapters are already built in, a carry cot that can go on the top. You also can buy snack trays and car seat adapters for a lot of different brands. So I'll start by going through the whole stroller, the features, the frame as a single, and then we'll talk about it as a double and a twin stroller here in just a minute. Starting off with the handlebar, it has a really nice leatherette handlebar. This is a German company that makes the Cybex, and just the quality of the materials have been really nice. The handlebar also adjusts telescopically, which make it great if you're using the rider board because you can kind of tuck your child in here, but also is great for taller parents or shorter parents too. So I thought that was really nice. You have a lot of versatility here in the height adjustments, and it's super easy with just that one button. I also love that it includes a cup holder, which can go on either side, and it does actually hold a lot of different cups. There's a lot of strollers I test that I don't have the cup holder for, and I thought that was a really nice feature that they included it. The shopping basket is super unique. So it can hold 25 pounds, and it has like a little zipper pocket in here. It can only be on the upper adapter. So I did try and put it in the bottom and have my baby up top, and that's not possible. So something to note. It doesn't lock in, and the handle doesn't lock either. So you kind of have to put it here, like that's how you adjust it, and then you can just kind of pull it out, but it holds 25 pounds, which is really nice, and it does have some nice storage if you're going shopping and you have your baby. Just keep in mind that your baby is really low. So I could turn my baby around, like if you could use the bassinet and things like that, but I did find that like she's down there and there's no peekaboo window, so I can't see her, and even with that, I don't know. That was the one thing with the shopping basket where I found like it's nice if you're going to have to haul things, but that probably wouldn't be my first choice in the configurations when taking my baby out. So the basket comes out really easily, and then you can adjust the adapters here. There's 3 different height settings, and it's so easy to do to adjust them up and down. And I love that they have the configurations for you right down in the basket. So if you ever have any questions where you're out and about and like, can I do the stroller this way? They're right there on the basket. You can move your child close to you, so you just take them out here, pushing on the white buttons, and they can be parent facing or facing away, and you can just slide it in super easily. Something to note, you cannot adjust the height unless the seat is like uninstalled. So you have to take it off if you want to move it down. I will say the middle setting just felt more normal to me in like comparing it to other single strollers if you're using it in single mode. Something to note though that I searched the internet for is if you buy the newer version, so this is the 2024 version, the lower adapters do not tuck in like they used to. On the seat, I have been so happy with the quality and materials of this seat. It is plush, it is beautiful, it kind of has this like breathability built into the seat, and I really like that. Something I love about Cybex is they have no 3-thread harnessing, and something I love about all Cybex strollers is you can tighten your straps and loosen them just like an infant car seat, which is just so cool and unique. Their buckles are plastic and super easy and straightforward to use. I found the seat was really plush and comfortable for my baby. It's decently high. You can hold 50 pounds in each seat. So 50 pounds of the seat, and then when you add the second seat, it has a nice bumper bar that can open and close super easily. That same really nice leatherette detailing. And then something I really like is you can actually move the canopy up and down as your child grows, giving them more headspace. This is so unique. The only other stroller I know that does this is the Vista, and this is so nice, especially since I have a 99th percentile toddler and an 83rd percentile toddler. I was able to move it up for her so she could still use the canopy. A lot of times you have to just take the canopies off. In regards to the canopy itself, overall it was pretty easy to use. I did find sometimes the materials would kind of get stuck and I had to correct that there. They are nice and premium. The downside for me here is there's no peekaboo window without the extension. The only way you get a peekaboo window is if you extend the canopy and then it's right here. Now it does for the most part stay open and it is nice and gives you nice mesh airflow there. Then to recline the stroller, something that's so cool, and we'll get to this in just a minute about how compact the stroller can fold in the single to double straight space. It's still really big, but it reclines flat. Like it's a near flat recline. They say you can use it for 3 months. It's not totally full flat, so just keep that in mind. But I love a lot of the other strollers, like you're moving a seat that's in like its existing position, and this one you're only moving the seat back, which is also why the stroller can fold so compactly when it comes time. I did find overall the seating position was nice and upright here, and then you had several different positions you could use. There's a nice adjustable footrest that's plastic, and I thought was really nice, easy to keep clean, and just overall really loved this seat. You can of course parent face as well, which is always a nice plus. I also love that they include car seat adapters for Cybex, Nuna, Maxi Cozy. They pop in super easily here, and then you can just attach your infant car seat. Now it is the peg style, and I saw some reviews online of people saying it's hard to align that. That is true for any peg style adapter. So if you buy a Nuna, specifically for Nuna car seats, if you buy the Nuna ring, it's really easy to just put it on top. But any of these pegs, you just kind of have to be careful in how you do it. And it's easy enough, you figure it out. And you can even buy car seat adapters for other brands like Britax, Kiko, Graco. Check out my car seat compatibility tool on my website if you're ever confused about what strollers work with which car seats, because I make it super simple for you to find. But I think that that's something super nice, especially with this being a good twin option. Sometimes you want to get a really nice stroller and you maybe want to get a more affordable car seat. This gives you a lot of versatility. Now moving on to the basket holds 30 pounds and is very spacious. I actually did find that things for the most part stayed in, especially if I put my like smaller items on the back. It was really easy to access it from the front. You can see there's nothing there, and then you also have good access from the back. The suspension on this stroller is impressive. This is a great suburban stroller. We took this on many walks, gravel, to the park. I will say it didn't do great on wood chips, but to be honest with you, I'm not sure how many strollers like this would. But overall, I've been so impressed with the tires. I did find after taking a very long walk with my 2 younger children that it was definitely better to have my older child on top from a push standpoint and my baby down below, but you still have the option of putting your baby up top, which we'll talk about in a minute when we get to the double configuration. And then the brake is super easy, flip-flop friendly over on this side, and I've been really happy with it. To fold the stroller, this is probably my husband's biggest frustration. I kind of gotten used to it, but he really doesn't like it, so just gonna note that for you. All the white pieces on the stroller means they serve a function, so what you're gonna do is you have to push this like weird little plastic part here on the side, plus push these 2 buttons to move the handlebar in, push it, and then it folds down. So it's not my husband's favorite, but it weighs around 28 pounds, and when you fold it as a double, it is very compact for a single to double stroller. In general, they're very big and very bulky, but because of how the seat folds, you have a lot of versatility here. Something I also love about this stroller, which is very unique, very few strollers do this, is you can actually fold it with the seat facing towards you. So I'm gonna show you how to do that real quick. There's a lever right here that you just push and you can pull the stroller open. And then if you have the seat facing towards you, what you can do is actually push this seat forward. So I grab the lever there and move it like that. Handlebar up a little bit. There you go. So you fold it like that, which is really cool. And then you're going to do the same thing. So move to the side, push the button, push it in, and that locking mechanism. But look, you now can move this stroller with the seat being in that configuration, which is so nice. When I found my babies were like in that younger age gap, around like under 9 months old, I definitely preferred to have them facing towards me, and not having to move your seat around is just such a nice plus. So you might also be wondering about the Cybex e-Gazelle. I actually recently got to test this at a local kids store and was really impressed. So the biggest difference between these two strollers is one has a motor built into it. And this motor is super cool. It has this automatic rocking function where it rocks your stroller for you. It has the ability to assist you as you're going uphill. It also has this really cool like pullback feature that as you're going downhill, it helps slow down your stroller so it doesn't go as fast. Now, to get these features, you're definitely going to be paying more, with it being about $1,100 versus the $800 of the standard Gazelle. You also get more weight, right? Because you have a motor built into the handlebar and the wheels. And so it ends up being about 32.4 pounds, whereas the Gazelle, as I have here, is 28.4. I think for my purposes, I don't live in a really hilly area. I have found that the Gazelle S is very good for my needs, but if you're someone who's going on a lot of hills, it could be a really cool feature, and the rocking feature is kind of fun too. So let's talk about this stroller as a double stroller and as a twin stroller, because it really shines in this way. I always say that in general, single to doubles are in their prime as a single or a double. This is one of the few strollers that I feel like it does pretty well in both categories. To make it a double stroller, all you need to do is buy the second seat. So the adapters are already built in and it works right from the box. So you just buy the second seat. You also can buy a second set of car seat adapters, a second bassinet, things like that for this stroller as well. And that's what makes this stroller so great for twins. So let's talk about that for a second. You have two seats that hold the same amount of weight and are the same size, which is amazing. So they both hold 50 pounds, which makes it great for twins. You can do two different car seats and two bassinets, so you get a lot of versatility there. And just in general, I found the push of the stroller is really nice. So it is a really good option for twins. If you don't have twins and you're looking to use this with two kids as your family grows, what you can do is you can actually use the bassinet on top. I don't have it, but you just have to put the second seat facing towards the parent like this, and then you would put this up in the upper position and put the bassinet here. I think that is so nice because of a lot of people's downside, really you have the Mockingbird and this one that allow you to do the bassinet on top, and I think that that is really a great feature. Now, you can also use car seat adapters on top. As I said before, all the 20 configurations are in the basket, so super easy to use. So you'll just move these up, and then you can put your second child down here, and then your other child can either come face towards you or away. So right now I have it as a double stroller using both seats. This is the mode I probably use the most. I only use the car seat adapter a couple times when using it as a double, and I primarily tested it as a double. So I got a lot of experience pushing this stroller with two kids in it, and you can see there's not a ton of space even at the highest setting. So what I found is I actually liked to have my baby or my toddler, whoever I was, depending on how far I was walking, I would put them in this configuration. But I found I really liked having one seat parent facing and one seat facing out, and it worked really well for our family. So you can fold this stroller in double mode. So this is my favorite way to travel. And so what you're just gonna do is move the first seat forward, like that. And then you're going to push the buttons. Look at how compact that is. Like, this is so nice. Big, I mean, it's still heavy. You have like a big stroller, but I just think that's so cool. As someone who's folded a lot of single to double strollers, this is very unique in how compact it is. So you could even make it more compact. And then to open it, you're just going to push this lever on the side. And then you pull it open, maybe move your seat forward. And there you go. So is the Cybex Gazelle or Cybex e-Gazelle right for you? Overall, I think this is a really great single to double. If you are planning on growing your family quickly and you do want to just have to buy one stroller, this is a really good option. I also think it's a great twin option, especially for those early years, just because of the versatility in configurations. If you do decide to buy this stroller, please shop through the links below. It really helps support this channel. Be sure to subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.